Let us go to etiology in Chinese medicine. The topic is passions as causes of illness. The internal causes of illness are factors that directly disrupt qi and blood of the Zangfu viscera. This group comprises the 7 passions, inappropriate diet, and imbalance between work and rest. So let's look at the number 1, passions as causes of illness. The 7 passions are joy, rage, grief, brooding, anxiety, fear, and fright. These are extremes of the emotions that are the mind's responses to the environment. In normal circumstances, emotions do not cause disease. It is only when they become passions because of sudden appearance or extreme intensity or prolonged duration that they exceed the body's normal range of mental activities. When this happens, qi is disturbed and the balance between yin and yang and between qi and blood of the Zangfu viscera is lost, and illness may ensue. Let's look at relationship between passions and qi, blood of Zangfu viscera. In humans, the emotions are intimately related to the Zangfu viscera, and the functions of the viscera require the warming and activating actions of qi and nourishment from blood. The plain question states, the human has 5 Zang viscera, which engender 5 kinds of essential qi and produce the passions of joy, rage, brooding, grief, and fright. From this quote, it is clear that the emotional activities are dependent upon the visceral organs, essential qi. The plain questions also states that the heart's passion is joy, the liver's is rage, the spleen's is brooding, the lungs is grief, and the kidneys is fear. These 5 are sometimes collectively known as the 5 passions. The different passions have different effects on the different Zang organs. Conversely, the changes in the qi and blood of the Zangfu organs also influence the passions. Thus, the plain question states, superabundance of blood generates rage, whereas insufficiency of blood generates fear. The spirit pivot states that deficiency of liver qi generates fear, whereas excess of liver qi generates rage. Deficiency of heart qi generates grief, and whereas excess of heart qi generates sustained laughter. Let's look at number 2, which is the characteristics of passions. Direct injury of Zangfu viscera. The plain question states, rage impairs the liver, or excessive joy impairs the heart. Brooding impairs the spleen, and grief impairs the lung, and excessive fear impairs the kidney. However, in clinical practice, the responses can be more variable, since the human body is an organic whole. For example, bottled up rage can impair the liver, so that liver qi moves abnormally. It often also impairs the spleen and the stomach, leading to disharmony between liver and spleen or between liver and stomach. At the same time, the visceral organs, qi and blood provide the material basis for emotional activities. The heart governs blood and houses the spirit. The liver stores blood and governs conduction and facilitation. And the spleen governs transportation and transformation and is the source of qi and blood. Therefore, illnesses caused by emotional factors usually relate to disharmony between the qi and blood of the heart, the liver, and the spleen. For example, excessive joy, fright, and brooding all can impair the heart and induce unrest of the heart and spirit. This in turn can lead to such symptoms as palpitation of the heart, insomnia, forgetfulness, and even derangement of the mind. So here we can see the passions as causes of illness, where rage impairs the liver, excessive joy impairs the heart, brooding impairs the spleen, excessive grief impairs the lung, excessive fear impairs the kidney, and also anxiety and fright. All of these things, for when there are emotional changes for a long period of time, it can cause the dysfunction of the mind. And when there's dysfunction of the mind, it can also cause dysfunction of the endocrine and the sympathetic nervous system. And when all of those have dysfunctions, can lead to hypertension, cerebrovascular disease, coronary disease, gastrointestinal disorders, cancer, and neurogenic vomiting. Thank you so much for your